welcome to TMZ Live. This weekend was monumental in Washington, D.C. As everybody knows, there was an attempted assassination at the Hilton, which derailed everything.
During the White House Correspondents Dinner.
But the parties went on, it turns out, and we're going to get into that. And just to keep this a little bit light, our guys in D.C., Jacob, Jackson, and Charlie, I don't know how else to characterize this. They were dancing fools all weekend long.
That is accurate. I think that's the best way to characterize it when you see what went down at a bunch of parties this weekend, including the first ever Grindr party leading up to the White House Correspondents Dinner.
They are having a good
Jackson,
time.
Jacob, and Charlie. The moves are questionable, but you know what? They're working it.
And
had a great time. Dancing with Don Lemon.
Who, by the way, really busted a move. Watch this. This is something.
You think this is a...
I don't know. Watch this.
Okay.
I mean...
So if you're impressed with that, I'm going to put you in the dancing fool category too. But anyway...
Oh, come on. They
had a good time.
And the funny thing is, I mean, they were interacting with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who are in D.C. all the time, and they go to these things. And Jacob was trying to recruit some people on the dance floor. Could not do it. They would not play ball at the Grindr party.
Right.
Saturday night, after the whole incident at the Correspondents' Dinner, the parties went on.
Yes, there was a Time magazine party that still went off, and that was at the Swiss Embassy. And there they are once again.
Electric slide, and others participated.
Not so electric, somewhat slidey.
But
oh my gosh!
I mean, these guys are having such a ball.
And as they're mixing and mingling with the other revelers, we should say they also met an actual dignitary who clearly wanted to get a photo with them.
They met the ambassador,
the Swiss ambassador to the U.S., Ralph Heckner, I believe his name is, and he and his wife wanted a photo
of Charlie and Jacob.
The best part, you know, after they take the photo, the ambassador is asking Charlie about his outfit, which I'm sure he had a lot of questions about.
Where did you get it? I'm dying to get one.
Okay. What do you call this exactly?
So they have now been there 2 weeks, so we want to debrief about the weekend. Jacob and Charlie are joining us right now. Hey, guys.
Hey, how are you guys?
So how was the weekend? How are the parties?
Epic. We had so much fun. We also, you know, we're very professional. But I must say, I was impressed with young Jacob Wasserman. Like, he might not look it, but guy's got rhythm. Like, no lie. That guy knows how to move, and I was very impressed. I was trying to keep up, but sadly I couldn't.
So, Jacob, you know, you and I had a lot of talks about this, on how you were going to be received. And it's one thing that, you know, people kind of come up to you and have fun on the street. But when you're at a party where everybody is gussied up, but you're not, and Charlie clearly isn't, were they embracing you there?
Yeah, well, to be honest, Charlie and I didn't really get invited to the party until like an hour before, until someone said, "Oh, yeah, you should come to this party."
We were separate. We were separate. Parties.
You were what?
And listen, we were at different places, and then just by divine intervention, people were like, "You got to go to the Time party." So of course, you know, you say jump, we say how high. The thing is it's not a White House Correspondents cocktail hour. It's a White House Correspondents Dinner party. So if you don't want to dance, maybe don't go to the party. Go to somewhere a little bit more low key. If I'm going to a party, I'm going to break it down.
Yeah, and he did
break it down. So wait, are you saying that if you had more time before that party, you would have actually worn something different?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I am who I am. Yeah, it's like I am who I am. People seem to not have an issue with it. It's not meant to be disrespectful, but it's kind of like, you know, it's like if Slash walks in with a top hat, no one questions it. So it's
what about if Charlie walks in with a top hat?
So, hey, guys, I'm really interested in something that you know, this was a traumatic event for a lot of people who were at the White House when this all happened. But it sounds like the parties pretty much all went on, even after everything that happened. So what was going on? Were people talking about it? Did they say, look, you know, everybody's okay, we'll party? Was it more solemn? Kind of paint the picture.
I actually think
Go ahead, Charlie.
the after parties maybe were even more lit after the event because the people who attended the correspondence dinner, like, they didn't get to have their meals and their drinks, and they didn't. So I think everybody was kind of angsty to let loose a little bit. Like, I know Jacob was at the Substack party, which actually got kind of, you know, locked down a bit when the incident happened. And I was at Butterworth's, a famous restaurant bar over here. And but I feel like when the event happened, of course, everyone's like, oh my God, what's going on? Is everyone safe? But then once, you know, we realize that everybody is safe, then I think everyone's like, all right, relieved. And then at the Swiss residence, it was that guy's house. We were at that guy's house.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
So I found it even more litty than the night before, to be honest, bro. We were on the dance floor carving it up.
It was sick. The time party was sick. Like, everyone was dancing.
It was.
That is the first time, and I watched a lot of news coverage since Saturday night.
Nobody said sick.
Never heard a reporter say sick or litty. So,
well, we can confirm.
Pioneering.
You've got two sources right here. That's confirmation.
Okay, so there were casualties, namely about 2,600 lobsters that were not served. So, Charlie, you went on the hunt to find out what happened.
Look, you know, I'm not someone who's opposed to dumpster diving. I've been there before.
Oh, God.
So I just thought to myself, man, they must have cooked up a lovely feed for these people. And in fact, there were menus online showing what, you know, they were going to serve. And lobster was on the sheet. So I was like, I wonder what happened to these poor lobsters who might have died in vain. So I went along to the Hilton and looked around and actually found a dumpster. And I looked at, you know, in the dumpster and all, but I only found like empty Chipotle wrappers and stuff like that. So I think we actually did some digging, though, and found out that the lobsters were actually given away to a good cause. Yes,
they went to a food bank. So they did not die in vain, as it were. But, you know, there's going to be, they're going to try this again within the next month. So bad news for the lobster. By the way, out of respect, we should say the cows also, because the other menu item was Chateaubriand. And, you know, so...
Well, that ship had sailed.
Yeah.
Hey, Jacob, so there's an issue. They're going to redo this thing in the next month. And there are a lot of people, I would say women in particular, who spent a lot of money on dresses and gowns and whatnot.
Guys get easy. They just wear a tux and that's it.
I mean, all they were able to do was show off their dresses eating a salad. Are they allowed to repeat? Have we gotten a sense of whether they're going to all get new outfits or whether they're going to go with the OG?
Yeah, they're absolutely going to repeat. I'm actually standing outside the White House right now, where I just caught up with an OAN correspondent, and she told me she bought her dress off eBay, and she's 100% going to wear it again. She said, in this economy, we're not buying another dress. And also, she's a rather tall woman and said that it's hard to find an outfit that fits her figure. And since she found a great one, she was like, I'm not going to go find another one. You know, I wore the same dress to the Kennedy Awards. I'm going to do it again.
Wait a minute. So this will be 3 times?
Yeah. Good for her.
I don't know if it's the same dress. I don't know if it's the same dress. She just said when she went to the Kennedy Awards. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe it was 3 times.
The same dress. I watched the clip when you sent it in. It was Alexandra Ingersoll, and she said, yes, this is going to be the 3rd time. And good for her. That's the way it should be.
They get a pass. They get a pass. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, that's easy for us to say as guys.
Yeah, when something like that happens, they should definitely be allowed to outfit repeat, free of judgment. All right. So we all need to like decide amongst ourselves right now. No judgment on outfit repeaters for White House Correspondents Dinner 2.
Okay. So it looks like an absolutely beautiful day there. So Jacob, no complaints about weather and heat and whatnot, because it looks picture perfect to me.
No, my only complaint is my shoulder is killing me while holding my iPhone to
Well, you should be a
Capture
professional like Charlie. You clearly brought a tripod or found a rock.
I thought your shoulder was.
Found a rock.
I thought your
That's the
shoulder
first
was
time you've ever
hurting you
called me
from the
professional.
electric slide, Jacob.
Dude, if it's a party, the fist is going up and we're
I can't.
breaking it down.
I can't. I just.
Okay, guys, go do what you
God.
do, and we will talk.
Okay, thanks,
All right,
guys.
thank you.
See you guys.
Coming up, Megan Thee Stallion is calling a technical foul on her now ex-boyfriend.
I would call this more game over.
Yes, he's been thrown out of the game. Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion have broken up, and she dropped this news on Saturday. Be right back. Megan Thee Stallion is calling a technical foul on her now ex-boyfriend.
I would call this more game over.
Yes, he's been thrown out of the game. At least the game with Megan Thee Stallion. Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion have broken up, and she dropped this news on Saturday where she accused him of cheating. As she put it, cheating, had me around your whole family, playing house, got cold feet, holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment toward me during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous? Blank. I need a real break after this one.
I find that really interesting, your horrible mood swings during basketball season. So it wasn't all roses.
No.
But.
And she made, the way she said that is like that they had a conversation about his alleged cheating, and he said to her, he doesn't know if he can be monogamous. I mean, that's what she's insinuated,
Right.
that conversation happened. Klay has not said anything about this yet.
But
so,
what she's saying is that she caught him with something, and he said, look,
someone.
I have trouble being monogamous, or I just can't be.
Uh-huh.
So it raises a question.
Because one of the immediate reactions is,
What do
duh.
you think?
And I know you can say that this is unfair
She's
to make
dating
a blanket statement
an
about a group of
NBA
people.
player.
But yes,
And yes, as a group,
they have a reputation
they do indeed
that they have earned.
that they have earned.
Yeah.
And so the idea, it's almost like, if it were a legal thing, in the law we call it assumption of risk, which means you kind of assume the risk when you start dating an NBA player who is on the road a lot, who has a lot of groupies around, and is young.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Are you done?
Pretty much.
Because you're making it seem like Klay was just dating some schmuck, like this Megan Thee
No, I'm not.
Stallion is not some
No.
like,
But that
major
doesn't
rich
make the
with a
difference.
career, and also you're making it seem like
there's an old saying, show me a beautiful woman, and I'm not allowed to finish the sentence.
Right.
But that's kind of the point.
no, it's not. First of all, the way Klay looked at Megan when they would be on red carpets, the way
God.
that he look at at the gala, it was insane. The way his parents talked about her, the way she was there for holidays, cooking for the whole entire family.
I would argue
And you know
he loves
why?
her. I would argue he loves her.
So he loves her so much that he was cheating on her multiple times, and that he can't be monogamous.
He loves her.
He loves her. No,
But he's also-
No, but.
Well, it is a
Yeah,
but. The
there-
but
yeah.
is he's an NBA player.
And
What
he's
does that have
he's
to
an
do with
NBA player.
anything?
There's nothing there's no NBA contract that says, oh, and you're also allowed to
Ask
sleep with
any
anybody you
NBA
want.
player, do they have a reputation? Whether any individual
It
one you're
doesn't
talking
matter
to
the
may not be
reputation of
cheating,
an NBA player.
but
It
even
has
one who
absolutely
doesn't
nothing to
cheat
do with
would
it.
tell you, yes, we all have a reputation that we have largely earned.
Yeah, but earning a reputation and not living up to your reputation is something completely different.
Do you believe he loves Megan Thee Stallion?
No.
No, not at
So
all.
what?
No.
So he's incapable of loving someone if he just can't be monogamous.
First of all,
What about the answer?
Oh, boy.
Not
We're
first
going
of
to
all.
first of
What
all.
about the
I'll
answer?
answer that. If he's not going to make clear on the very first moment when
Thank
he
you.
starts dating her that he
Thank
doesn't
you.
want to be monogamous,
Thank
he
you.
doesn't love her.
He
Clock
tried.
it.
He tried.
How did he try?
He tried.
Klay Thompson is not an
He
18-year-old
tried. That was-
NBA rookie.
When you saw that look that he was giving her,
get out of here.
that was him trying.
He should have told her at the very beginning, I
It
don't
was
want to
him
be
trying.
in a
It was working in the moment.
relationship.
In the moment, it worked.
Go back to this
Go back
picture.
to the photo.
Go back to
Oh
the
my
photo.
God.
Right. That's
He's
Klay
trying hard.
He's trying really hard, and he's doing a good
You guys
job.
are really,
Oh my
really.
God.
So at the end of the day,
But-
you think that he loves her, but that he didn't have enough respect
I don't know.
for
I don't
her?
know them, so I don't know if he actually loved her. But
Does Tristan Thompson love Chloe?
No,
Did Lamar love Chloe?
Lamar, yeah. Lamar.
Tristan Thompson.
I don't know, nah.
They're still very tight. Yo, please.
No,
They had
I
a
think
kid together. They had two kids together.
so. He tried, yeah. I think Tristan.
See? Oh, you just you heard her say it,
no
right?
one was
He was
no,
trying.
I was making fun of
he
you
was
guys.
trying. I think we won.
No,
I think we won.
We rest our case.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Stephanie Banner Willis, Orange County, California. Being a baddie isn't about how you look or flex. It's your behavior and your actions. And that's what I teach, and Megan's standing on that. She'd rather be alone than accept inconsistency and disrespect. And by doing that, she's creating space for a relationship that actually matches what she gives to herself.
Well, I agree with all of that.
Absolutely.
I mean,
if Megan's not down with the program, then she should say, I'm out.
She has an absolute right to it. We're just saying, we're just saying Klay.
Tristan's catching strays. He's like, don't bring me up, please. Well, here's a big shocker from Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz. We knew they were dating, but I didn't think they'd be engaged at this point because they haven't been together that long.
Well, it's not even that. It's that he reminds me of Leo, that I just didn't think he was a marrying kind.
Really?
No. I mean,
he's just young. That's why you wouldn't think that. But, you know, she was seen out recently wearing a large diamond ring. And according to People magazine, now they have not, Zoe and Harry have not announced this officially, but People is saying that they have told their inner circle. So.
Wow. That's like, I'm stunned at that. Now, there are people saying, I understand this is.
There's some people who think, of course, they all think it's publicity stuff.
He's got a movie coming out.
Right.
He has an album that has been getting not great reviews. So, yeah, of course, the critics online are like, this is fake, this is fake. But look, they've been together since August. They seem in love.
How is getting engaged
right? How does that help?
It's positive news.
Sales around.
No, it's positive news and overshadowing negative news about his album.
But that's the most ridiculous. Like, if you were to
it's like Jenga. It's like Jenga.
Why would
you keep putting
be on board with that?
My album's not doing well, so I think I'll just commit to somebody for the rest of my life. No, this makes
a great strategy.
No sense. Makes no sense.
No publicist.
No, they're not saying that they're saying it didn't happen. That the news is just
speculation.
Happen
at all?
Yes.
But
they're turning.
If that were the case.
I mean, people could be wrong.
Yes, people do that.
My sense is that they must know this, so I don't know who their sources are.
Right.
But, wow. How old is Harry Styles?
Oof.
How old is he?
20s, late 20s, I want to say.
Anybody know how to Google around here?
Yes, 29?
Oh, 32. That's pretty.
Oh, ripe old man.
How old's Zoe?
She's older than him.
Yeah, she's older
37.
than 37.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not okay.
Just whether they're both ready to be. Now, she's been married once?
She was married to Carl Glusman, and then that fell apart, and then engaged to Channing Tatum.
Who pressured who?
Oh, God. Harvey, way to make a love story sad.
My name is Jose from Riverside, California. And to me, it's no surprise that Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz are now a thing, because I was already seeing the signs that they were getting romantic and they were already in love, especially over in Rome and London. And I'm really hoping that this relationship gets to be lasting way longer than Gigi and Zayn. Okay, just saying.
By the way, Taylor
Swift.
I would imagine she'd be invited. She and Zoe are good friends. And
they can't have conflicting weddings, though.
But Taylor, did she date Harry? She did date Harry for a while, right?
She did date Harry.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, is this a girl code?
Is this girl code?
Is this girl code?
Did Zoe have to check in with Taylor before she started dating Harry? I mean, did you believe in girl code?
God.
Coming up. Huge opening. In fact, record-setting opening for Michael, the biopic.
I'm surprised at this. I did not know it would do that well, especially with all the controversy.
Be right back. TMZ's got every freaking thing. Big celebs, big stories, big events.
BB Rexa was looking hot on vacation.
Look at the water, too. Did you just say, look at the water?
I mean, I'll be honest, that is what I was looking at.
TMZ.
Huge opening. In fact, record-setting opening for Michael, the biopic, which went through a lot of hardship to actually make it to the film, was delayed more than a year coming out. But well worth the wait, I think the producers and, by the way, the director, Antoine Fuqua, would say. $217 million in opening weekend worldwide, which is a record for a biopic and also for a musical biopic.
I'm surprised at this. I did not know it would do that well, especially with all the controversy, where the family was split, where Janet said it was trash, where, you know, it was doing poorly on Rotten Tomatoes. I did not think it would do this well, but it clearly...
Michael Jackson's music is what will draw the audience every single time.
You're right.
And even after, remember, part of the reason it was delayed, they had to reshoot a whole storyline because they had included Geordie Chandler, which they could not, and that cost them a lot of money to reshoot.
So this is just the craziest part, that when they settled with Geordie Chandler back in '93, they had an NDA.
Jackson accused
and the NDA said you cannot talk about Michael. You can't talk about Michael, Geordie, and Geordie you can't talk about, and Michael can't talk about Geordie. So the estate knew this because John Branco was involved in that settlement.
Right, was involved in the settlement and was involved in the movie.
And then they shoot a movie where they're talking about Geordie Chandler.
So an extra $25 million went to the producer, Graham King, and the director, Antoine Fuqua, when they had to redo all of that. And I guess the estate would say it paid off.
It paid off. I mean, they didn't have to pay that. I don't know why they did it in the first place.
Right.
But it is interesting that this is so split, the family. You know, you've got Janet, you've got Paris, you've got...
Janet, Paris, Randy.
Yeah, I believe...
Not down with it.
Blanket, not down with it. And yet, people just apparently loved it.
Michael's music.
So
just do that. Now, the critics still hate the movie.
But the fans loved it.
The critics' scores are very low. But the fans, it's the exact opposite. Like, the fans love it, as you would expect. The fans were going to love it no matter what if they got to hear Michael's music.
So what's interesting is that I think they were waiting to see how it did because they've talked about a second part, a second film. And clearly, with this kind of box office, they're going to do a second film.
It's going to happen.
And this thing's going to go international, and it's just going to go, it'll be $1 billion movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, it actually made more money internationally by about 10 million than it did by 20 million.
But it's going to keep, this will keep going.
I did not see it. I know you didn't see it because there's no way you went out to a movie theater.
I was in town for a Barcalounger this weekend.
But you didn't go.
You actually saw it.
I did.
I will.
So I will say, I'm not part of the 97% of the fans that loved it. But what I will also say is when I found out that there's going to be a part 2, that did change my mind about how part 1 was because I thought it was just very soft. Very subtle.
But part 2 may
part
not
be
going to
be hardcore either.
But it might not be hardcore, but there's going to be, there's only so much stuff that you can go from where they ended.
When you open the door and you're only seeing that much, it actually can make it worse than if you don't open the door at all.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm hoping that in part 2, they open the door, they kick the door open. Because they just cracked it.
They are not going to do that.
Well, then I'm going back to my original thought that it's too soft.
Because they also have outstanding claims.
So there are a lot of things they can't talk about, right?
That's what I'm saying. They didn't get into any of his friendships, any of his relationships, any of anything.
They are not going to do this.
Well, in that case, then I don't care, and I don't care to see movies or biopics.
How was
phenomenal? The music was the best part of it. Like, it was so hard to sit in your seat and not dance.
Here's the part you want to know. Well, I heard some people actually were getting up and dancing.
They weren't doing that in my theater. I would have been immediately asking for a refund. But you were just, sitting in your seat, just wiggling around.
Was there Diana Ross reference?
Nope.
Wow.
How could they not put her in?
Go have at him, Mark.
How dare
they?
Discovered them.
How dare they?
No, she discovered them.
I mean, we saw Barry.
Well, of course you saw Barry.
She is in the movie?
But Diana discovered them.
They cut her out, yeah.
They cut her out.
So there's no reference.
Me,
Didn't
him, Diana Ross, and Sydney Sweeney. This is a terrible, terrible
Harvey, please, do not compare yourself to Diana Ross.
You didn't see our performance. You don't know. You didn't see our performance.
All hail the king of acting.
Coming up,
The Summer House reunion, which went down last week, but someone leaked some audio, and it really is basically the entire cast going off on Amanda. But during that grilling, Amanda said something that kind of surprised the audience, at least.
Be right back.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. The Summer House reunion, which went down last week, was taped last week. Now, they haven't actually aired the show yet, but we got an idea of how this is going to go because someone leaked some audio of the reunion, and it really is basically the entire cast going off on Amanda, a little bit on West, but really on Amanda, because you know, of course, that they are now together as a couple, and West used to date Sierra.
So it's all girl
right.
mode.
And so everybody, maybe the whole cast just felt like they needed to support Sierra, and that's why they went after them so hard. But during that grilling, Amanda said something that kind of surprised the audience, at least, when they were asked about how they decided to make this announcement that they were a couple now. Like, what publicist did you hire? And she said it wasn't a publicist, that they used AI. They went to ChatGPT, she said.
It's the way of the world, man.
Now, she might have been joking. It didn't seem like the audience took it that way, at least from what we could hear.
I think it could be a joke, but I mean, I would put it...
I don't think it's a joke at all.
I think they definitely put it in ChatGPT.
Yeah, absolutely.
They
I don't know
put
why,
their thoughts
why,
in, and
why
they had them craft it where it looked like they hired a publicist for $6,000 to write it.
This is, you know, I got to say,
why do that instead of
this is really interesting. This will put publicists more in peril than Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni, because it's probably true that they can look at all the things that worked and all the things that didn't, and they'll craft something. And this could take over what publicists do.
Great. And then when some journalist wants to reach out to your publicist, that person doesn't exist. So
you contact the star directly. They put in ChatGPT.
What to say?
Here's the question that was asked.
So can I just say two things? One, I'm having trouble being excited about this for some reason.
I've never seen this
So you mean you're not going to watch the reunion?
For sure. But the bigger thing is ChatGPT is making us all stupid. And that we
should say all AI platforms. Let's not single out chat.
Well, we're not thinking anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea that you can craft responses, you can do therapy, you can do anything without going through a thought process. Our brains...
What happened to just saying, why didn't Amanda and Wes sit down and say, all right, what do we want to tell people?
How about...
And just write it.
How about that? Our honest feeling is we could not hold back the way we feel about each other, and they just say it. But they never have to think of the emotion, go through the thought process. And I know this sounds old man, but I really do think that between Googling everything you need to know and then going to ChatGPT or any
AI platform,
to come up with responses or statements, our brains are going to atrophy. And I'm really concerned about it. I'm legitimately concerned about that.
I hadn't told you this. Well, go ahead, Brendan.
But I'm also thinking, like, from a chat standpoint, when they put in what they're thinking, because they're under so much scrutiny by the rest of the cast right now, when chat comes up with the statement, then they could go back and say,
I want to know what the prompts are.
Will we be under fire if we run this?
Right.
Are we going to be in the clear?
Here's the thing. ChatGPT, they just get trashed for what's said. And ChatGPT said, what are you going to do, fire me? I mean, you got no recourse with ChatGPT.
That's the downside. Really, you only have yourself to blame.
I'm fired. You're fired. I mean...
Hi, my name is Sophia from Austin, Texas. I honestly don't even watch Summer House, but this sounds messy as hell. Dating your friend's ex and then having to defend it in front of a whole group and then casually saying ChatGPT wrote your relationship statement on top of that. Yeah, I'd be stressed.
But why?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I just don't want to beat the drum a million times. Why is it so bad to date your friend's ex? It's an ex. It's over.
We just talked about Zoe and Taylor.
Yeah, that's right.
And Harry. They're all fine.
That's right.
Honestly, I've had a friend try and date my ex, and I think that's just weird, especially if you have like unfinished business with that ex. It's just awkward.
Send her a TMZ t-shirt.
Chris Brown had a run-in with some Karens, and he has some words for them. The Karens he ran into were online. Thankfully, this did not happen in person. There was no actual altercation.
It's not.
But he said that he was online and saw some people talking smack about his tour with Usher. Told you that they're going on tour together for the first time. A lot of fans very excited about it. But there are certain people, some women and even some guys, who are online encouraging people to not go to this concert for various reasons. Everybody, depending on whether you're a guy or a woman, you have different reasons. But Chris Brown had words for all of them. So this is what he said he encountered. I'm scrolling through Insta and TikTok, and I come across rage bait pages or these fake woke stand up for nothing pages bashing people for wanting to come have a good time. The dudes hating, I can understand that, thinking we're going to steal your girl and blank. But the Karens and the self-hating hoes be making me laugh. I can't wait to rub this blank in y'all face.
Okay, thank God I didn't have to read that.
Yeah.
And secondly, it's like,
I struggle too.
Why is he reading comments? It's like, there is no good that comes from reading comments.
You know why he was reading. He started reading them because he was hoping, he wanted to see people showing love for
geez, what a shock.
To show love for him and
what
Usher.
A shock. But there are people who are upset at Chris Brown. I mean, of course he's going to have that. Why look? He knows the drill. He knows the history. And
it's true. It probably happens every time he goes on tour.
Right.
So
and this tour is going to be
is nothing new.
Huge. This tour will be huge.
Yes.
And so why look? Why trigger yourself?
You should, you should know you're not going to get 100%. You're never going to get 100%.
It's so long since the Rihanna incident, and it's just been.
But you think people are? There are people who are never.
There's a lot of people that get forgiven in Hollywood, and he doesn't seem to be one of them. And I think he's just tired of having to deal with all this, which I get. His last tour grossed over $300 million, so I think he's going to be fine.
But then why are you saying that people will not forgive him? If he made $300 million from the last tour,
who are hating
people
online.
That like to bring up his
there
past.
are. Right.
It's
Of course
just
there are.
so old.
But he's got massive support, and there are people who don't support him and hate him.
True.
Why read what you know is going to upset you? And it's not.
I think he just wants
you know what? His
move
response.
on. Yeah.
He wanted to have a sharp little jab at them. And
by the way,
he did.
There's baby news.
Yeah, I mean, he could have spent this weekend just celebrating the fact that he's got a new baby. He and his partner Jada Wallace.
She welcomed the baby. She posted
baby boy?
photos. Yes, she posted photos on Instagram of the baby. He commented along with his mother.
Is that kid flipping us off?
Yeah. How about that?
Oh my goodness.
The kid read the comment. The kid read the comments. Oh my God.
That is the middle finger.
Hey, so it's Cookie here out of Dallas again. Chris has to take, I'm not going to say accountability, but he has to take a page out of his idol's book and just understand, like with MJ, that man's been gone for over a decade and people keep bringing up allegations that weren't even true. Nobody's ever going to let Chris Brown live down the fact that he was convicted of being abusive. But he is right. There are a lot of people that know they will get traction speaking on him. So hell yeah, it's easy. It's content. It's a way to get people to pay attention to you. But the concert's going to sell out. He's still a human, so this is a sore spot for him. It's always going to bother him.
Exactly. So then don't read it. Then,
yeah, because he knows it does bother him, so don't go looking for it.
Don't go looking.
Because it's always going to be there.
And thank you for reading that.
Coming up.
Well, Bill Belichick got something to celebrate this weekend. A cheerleading competition that his girlfriend won once again.
Be right back.
Well, Bill Belichick got something to celebrate this weekend, something that had nothing to do with his old cohorts in the NFL, who, of course, this was the NFL draft weekend. He was not tuned into that. He had something more important.
Cheerleading.
A cheerleading competition that his girlfriend won once again. Jordan Hudson, her squad called Code Black, won a competition. I don't know, was this one down in Florida?
Yeah.
And apparently they're really good because she is a repeat champion. I believe this is their third time winning.
And he was all in. I mean,
He's decked out.
Look at that picture.
Look at his hat.
He's got the Code Black. He's got the T-shirt.
In.
The 3 rings. So wait, her team has won 3 now?
Yeah, uh-huh.
And obviously He's won.
Well, he could have had 6 rings.
He could have. They're a pretty accomplished couple together. Look at the hat. It's got CB, obviously, for Code Black. I mean, this is a big deal. I never thought we would see him like this. He was the opposite of this, the polar opposite of this for his whole career.
And she's basically, I won't say reduced him to wag status, but I would say elevated him to wag status.
I think he's fun.
Although it wouldn't be a wag,
he's
right?
finally having fun.
He's a hag?
Yeah. Well, he's not even a boy. He's not a husband, right?
He's a bag.
Bag,
yeah. He's a bag.
I don't understand why everybody is just trashing this whole relay. He's having fun. Yeah. And it seems like he's having fun for the first time.
I think people, look, he's 74 years old. She's 25. A lot of people
that sounds okay.
I say good for him. And if she wants to be with him, I have no problem with it, but a lot of people do.
But why they have a problem? It's not their lives.
I think, well, he seems happy. He could be her grandpa, but I mean, outside of that.
But she seems happy.
And he does too, I'm sure.
She has the option of saying sayonara.
I agree.
And she didn't.
Right. She's not forced to be there.
And she seems into it.
The Patriots had a fairly rough weekend, you would say, right? Rough couple of weeks.
They have.
And Bill Belichick's like, I'm just down here.
He's the stable one.
He's having fun.
I'm just down here checking out some cheerleaders.
Fine. And I have completely rethought this whole North Carolina thing.
What are you thinking?
That he was dealt that hand when he got there. Okay. And now he can start choosing who he wants.
Yeah. So the players that were on the team, he hadn't recruited them.
So you give him a pass for that season, and now you can judge. But you shouldn't judge him based on the past season.
They were 4-8 last year, but this year they got to be a lot better.
Hi, everyone. My name is Terrion Bell. I'm from Pittsburgh, PA. And personally, while I'm not the biggest fan of sports and all, I'm happy that Bill was able to support his girlfriend. And I hope he continues to support her even more, especially in outfits that aren't typical for him.
Yeah.
Preach.
Definitely not typical.
They're great. I love them.
You know what he needs? He's got to get the Code Black hoodie. All right.
Okay, every weekend we put polls up on the website to find out how you feel about things that we posted over the week. We did it this weekend. Here are the results.
All right. After hearing leaked reunion audio from Summer House, I'm Team Amanda or Team Sierra?
I know what they're going to say, but they shouldn't.
Team Sierra. They were Team Sierra before.
Amanda did okay there. Okay. Next, Coach Vrabel should be fired. Yeah, he lied, or no, it's a personal issue, not a team issue. It should be that.
It's personal.
It should be that.
It's a personal
It should be
issue.
that, and it is.
Yeah. All right. TMZ DC should go hard on Congress. Yes, there are a bunch of incompetents. No, show respect, please.
92%.
Yeah, 97, I'm going.
Ooh, that was close.
All right.
Okay, next one.
Congress voted.
Michael movie without molestation allegations. Insane, that's a big part of the story. Or no allegations. Don't define Michael. It's going to be 50-50. No.
Wow.
Okay, last one.
All right. Based on what I've heard, David is guilty of murder or not guilty. If you were on the jury, which way are you going?
Without hearing any of the evidence.
Right. Exactly.
Wow.
Wow.
That is a statement.
You got to remember, he's actually not guilty until someone proves him
that
guilty.
That is a statement.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Coming up.
Stagecoach went down this weekend. Sydney Sweeney was there.
Well, she was high above the crowd.
Yes,
courtesy
high above
of
the
one
crowd.
Scooter Braun.
Be right back.
You been to Stagecoach?
I have not.
I know the answer to that. I just wanted to see if
no,
you're
but
gonna
I would.
lie.
If I had a choice between Stagecoach and Coachella, I'd go to Stagecoach.
Stagecoach is definitely more your speed.
Yeah.
But Stagecoach went down this weekend out in the desert, and big hit, obviously, Ella Langley with the #1 song in America was
huge star.
Was a big draw at the show, and in fact, Sydney Sweeney was there.
Well, she was high above the crowd.
Yes,
courtesy
high above
of one
the crowd.
Scooter Braun.
Yeah, and yes, as she's singing her #1 hit.
Who?
Sydney's singing along. No.
Okay.
I just can I just say
she is the
something here?
only person who is on somebody's shoulders.
I'm looking for anybody else on the shoulders there, and I did not see them.
Let's go back to the video.
I'm sure there were
did not see it.
someone in the crowd, but not in this particular view.
Scooter seems like he's struggling a little bit.
Look, Scooter, I love him, but I don't think he's struggling. I just think it's...
Why is he back so far?
It's just an awkward... It's just an awkward moment, I think. I know we were just talking about Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson, and
well, that's not
and their age difference isn't that. But don't you? I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like men of a certain age, that's not your thing anymore.
But here's the thing.
That's not your thing anymore.
Number one, he's in his 40s. Okay.
Yeah.
Number two.
I was in my 40s, and that was not the time.
He was married, 3 kids, and he's now having fun.
Hi, I'm Emily from Denver. I think that Sydney Sweeney's SB initial necklace might actually stand for sugar baby, given that they do have a 16-year age gap.
Come on.
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Sugar baby.
Either way, I think that all women everywhere need to be really happy that a beauty like Sydney is tied down so that she doesn't come after your man, Cassie from Euphoria style.
That's hysterical. That's just hysterical. Okay, what else you guys want to talk about?
Hi, my name's Ariel. I am from Houston. I live in Houston, Texas. I'm from New Orleans. But I'm talking about Megan and Klay, and I'm a girl's girl. So bad enough when she got with Klay, we were like, what's that about? What's that about? I love a good alabaster disaster moment, so I don't have a problem with, all of that. But the problem is that Megan was cooking and making dinners for all his family members, and then all of a sudden he's like, I can't be monogamous, and I'm gonna cheat, and I just don't like that. I don't like it. We don't like it at all. We don't like it at all.
Well, but again, he's an NBA player.
I mean, when you said that you were like, I don't know if was it because he's an NBA player or because he's kind of square?
He didn't look like the typical type for her. And I just felt like there was something brewing in the atmosphere that he wasn't going to commit the way that she wanted him to, because she's a lover girl.
Well, she will consult you next time.
Coming up. Tonight's episode of Jimmy Kimmel is going to be very interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Because ABC will be watching, no doubt, after he was called out by the First Lady initially, and then the President.
They want him fired for this joke.
Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow.
Be right back.
Tonight's episode of Jimmy Kimmel is going to be very interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Because ABC will be watching, no doubt, after he was called out by the First Lady initially, and then the President.
They want him fired, and they want him fired for this joke that he told on Thursday.
Our First Lady, Melania, is here. Look at Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow.
So that was Thursday night, and then after what happened Saturday night, the First Lady today just went off on Kimmel, called him a coward, and said that he will continue to stand behind ABC because he knows that they'll give him cover. The President then came out and said that ABC should fire him immediately. So
and
they are putting the pressure.
And Carolyn Levitt, during her news conference today, said that she felt that Kimmel and others have kind of sown the seeds for crazy people to do what happened Saturday night. So we will see. I mean, again, this is going to be interesting because it's not the first rodeo with Jimmy Kimmel.
Exactly.
So stay tuned.